Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike with Akia Gaming here yet again. We're doing another Warframe tutorial video, this time for how to use the Foundry. The Foundry is one of the more complicated parts of the game, so it requires a little explanation. What the Foundry does is it allows you to build new weapons and frames without paying platinum, which is the game's premium currency. You'll see up here we have 2,500 platinum and 471,000 credits. To use the Foundry, you'll need components, which are listed over here on the right-hand side. We have alloy plate, circuits, ferrite, neurodes. Basically, these are the things that you're going to need to make new frames and weapons. You'll notice down here that we have these parts too, the seer pistol barrel and seer pistol receiver. These are component parts that you will need to make the weapons and specifically the frames as well. Every component you get will be listed over here. As you can see, blueprints will be listed over to the left here, but we do not have any at the moment. We're going to grab them before this video ends so we can show that off. When you go to the market, you'll notice that you can pretty much buy any frame or weapon you would like for platinum, but if you're trying to not spend platinum, you're going to need to look for items that are available for credits, like the Aclato to the left there. That can be purchased for credits, but that's sort of unusual. Generally what you're going to have to do is purchase a blueprint for a weapon. Blueprints are going to be listed down towards the bottom of the market menu here. And you'll notice them because they'll be called blueprints and they'll have this sort of black and white graph sort of hash mark thing behind them. Blueprints can drop in the world, so you're not obligated to buy them, but if you want to make a specific weapon, the fastest way to do it is generally to purchase the blueprint for credits. So as you can see, you can make a large selection of weapons with blueprints, primary weapons, secondary weapons. We'll go ahead and buy this Boltor blueprint just to show off how it works. You'll notice the stats for the weapon are down at the bottom. It tells you what type of weapon it is, an automatic rifle, and how it works. We'll go back to the arsenal menu here, or the Foundry menu, sorry, and we'll see that the blueprint we purchased is now listed here. The item will be on the left, the Boltor rifle. The red X means we're not able to create it yet. And to the right of it will be displayed the components we need to build this weapon. We're going to need 2 out of 2 neurodes, which we have 2 of, which is good. 100 alloy plate, which we also have. We need 900 salvage, which we unfortunately don't have. And we need 600 polymer bundles, which we do have, which is also nice. So the only thing we're going to need is salvage to build this. And as you can see to the right of these 4 components that we're going to need for the weapon, there's a time limit, or not a time limit, but a time factor, 24 hours, and, oh, sure. Okay, cool. No, it's all good. Yeah, that actually picks up when you're doing the stream, too. And to the right of the components, you'll see that there's 24 hours and 25,000 credits. This is how many credits it will take for us to make this blueprint once we have the components, and the 24 hours is actually the time wait that we need to do in real time before that weapon will be available. So generally how it'll work is that once you have your components and your credits, you spend all of them to make the weapon, and then you'll have to wait 24 hours. You don't have to play the game for 24 hours, you just have to wait 24 hours in real life time before it's available. Once that's done, though, the weapon will be available for use, and you will be able to equip it on any character you would like. So we're going to go back to the market real quick and look at the Warframes. Generally, you're going to want more characters when you play this game. You'll only have 1 frame initially, and unlocking more of them is actually pretty complicated. So in the interest of sort of showing off how to do it, we're going to take a look at the blueprint for the new Necros frame, which was just released. This costs 100,000 credits. Since it's a new character, it costs significantly more, and the Warframes will always cost more than the weapons. So with this blueprint, we'll have the assets necessary to make the frame, though making a frame is much more difficult than making a weapon. So we'll go ahead and buy the Necros blueprint right here, and we'll take a look at what it takes to make this frame as opposed to the gun we just got. Note that buying a frame is 375 platinum, and it's a lot faster to do it that way if you're impatient. So the Necros frame here will be listed under our Boltor, under our list of blueprints. It will require a Necros helmet, a Necros chassis, Necros systems, and an Orokin cell. It'll also require a 72-hour wait and the same 25,000 credit costs. You'll note that the Necros helmet, chassis, and systems are actually individual components that need to be crafted by themselves. So in addition to the Necros blueprint, you're going to need a blueprint for the helmet, the chassis, and the systems. You'll need to make those 3 items individually, and then you'll have what you need to create the Necros frame. So as you can see, it's a lot more difficult to get these parts than it is to get a weapon. The Orokin cell that you'll need to use to create the frame is also a rare drop, but these can be purchased in the store fairly easily. Check out warframe.wikia.com for a nice breakdown of exactly which planet you need to go to in order to get those blueprints, because the blueprints for frames tend to only drop from specific bosses. So once you have a weapon or a frame in mind, it's generally a good idea to specifically look at each planet. When we hover over the planets like this, you'll see that there's 4 components listed in the info box to the left. That describes which kind of components you're going to get when you do missions on that planet. So as you can see, we go to Mars, we're going to get Morphix, Salvage, Gallium, and Fieldron. We need Salvage to complete that Boltron rifle blueprint we just bought, so we'll want to do missions there or another planet that has Salvage available. Save you a lot of time. Well, thanks again for tuning in, guys. I hope that helped you out, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.